So I started my brows off camera just so I can get that out the way a little bit. So I'm about to finish them up a bit. So I decided to just, as I told you in the other video, do my brows off camera. So I just did them highlighted underneath my brow with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey. I don't normally use Warm Honey, but I actually like the way it came out today. I normally don't use this because I use this sometimes, like, because I like to mix and match when it comes to my concealer under my eye, and I usually use the Warm Honey in on top of my normal concealer that I use. Why can't I talk today? But I use it underneath my eye, just slightly brightens, and then I use this to brighten it up a little bit more. It's not extremely like 2 or 3 it's not 2 or 3 shades lighter than my skin complexion. I would say about maybe 2. Let me just give you a swatch. So this is kind of what it looks like, or the type of glow it provides for me on my my under eye, which, like I said, it isn't a whole lot of like brightening, but still brightens and does the job. So that's what I use under my brows. I am about to use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is extremely old. Mine, I've had this for quite some time and I'm still using it. And pretty soon I'll probably need to do like a little re-up, but for now it still has product in it and it still works. Yeah, still has product, still works. I'm going to use this brush at this point because I need to get in this corner and I want to work a little faster than I'm normally used to when it comes to the Too Faced Shadow Insurance or any of this product. So I'm going to use a brush today. I don't normally use my brush. I normally use my fingers, but I'm going to use the brush. Only because I definitely want to concentrate it on my lids. So today we're going to be working with the Jackie Aina, kind of pull this look together, as well as adding this eyeshadow insurance. I am also going to use the NYX pencil in Milk. So I have mine depotted from, I would say, like years ago. So mine is already depotted. I'm going to take the time and wipe off my brush on a dry tissue just so I can get the eyeshadow insurance, because what I realize is when it has the eyeshadow insurance on it and you dip it inside that milk, it barely will move. Like the two of them mixed together on a brush doesn't work, but like how I have it now, it works perfect. It'll still move. But I'm using that on the lid. I'm not bringing it all the way up into my crease. I'm literally just concentrating it on my lid. Like so. So I will be using from the Jackie Aina palette, I'll be using Supreme, Pinker, and I think I'll be using Zam. So yeah, I think I'll be using those. So what I'm getting ready to do is I am about to blend edges into my, no, not edges. I think I'm gonna use ginger. No, I'm gonna use edges. I'm gonna use edges. I'm gonna blend edges into my crease. And I'm going to use the Anastasia brush that came with this palette because this thing picks up, in my opinion, a lot of product. And sometimes, because of the bristles, it makes it a little hard to kind of move the shadow with this brush. But I'm going to do my absolute best with this brush. because, I mean, don't get me wrong. This brush is pretty okay though. It's not horrible, but it's not really one that I prefer when it comes to the ABH palettes. And when I do my shadows, I like to do both sides at the same time. Only because it allows me to not miss a step. Because I'm known for missing a step when it comes to these shadows. I can definitely, easily miss a step. And since I don't want to, and we are recording, I'm not missing not near a step. So also, please do not be afraid of color. Do not be afraid of the shadows. And do not be afraid of, some people feel like, oh, I made a mistake. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. That's what this is. It's makeup. You're going to make plenty of mistakes probably along your journey in makeup. It's okay. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not okay. It's okay. And from the palette, I'm going to use Pinker. This burgundy shade here. And I'm going to blend it in a little further into my inner corners and onto my outer. So I just really want to deepen that up. And as you can see, I'm not really doing a lot of like hard blending. I'm at this point doing a little bit of padding, and I'm doing a little bit of padding and shading more so. I'm gonna go back to my smaller brush because I really want this to kind of like, as you see, I'm doing it on my hand because I feel like I can't really show you guys how. So I more want to really get more detail when it comes to using this color. So I don't have a lot of crease as well. So I'm lifting my eye a bit so that way I can kind of create one. And like I said, I'm going also into my inner corners with this. Leaving a smidget of that open and available. If you guys feel like, oh, this is going to be too dark of a look, it's not. And I'm going to show you why it's not going to be. Let's see if I can move my camera up just a little bit. So that way you can see what I'm doing. So I'm also going to come back again with a little bit of that edges on the top, so that way we brighten it right on back up. So that way you can see exactly what the plan is for this look. So listen, I'm just trying to, I really have been enjoying this palette. Like, kudos to Jackie, man. Like, seriously. Because this palette here has been, honestly, it's been giving life. Like, it's really been giving life. So I truly wanted to do see. So matter of fact, let me hold that thought. Let me get ready to go into Zam. Oh my god, like her names for this palette is like they kill me. So I'm going into the Zam, and ZAMN, literally. And I'm putting that right in the middle. So those of you that might be looking for some Valentine's Day looks, y'all might be going out on the town, about to, you know, tear the club up possibly. Or your man, whichever comes first. That's up to you. This would be a nice look. I feel like it needs a little bit more depth. So one thing you'll learn about me when doing looks is no look is ever final. Sometimes, you know, we plan out a look and find out, you know what, this look need a little bit more depth. And this look is also a look right about now that I feel like needs a little bit more depth. So I'm definitely gonna go back into pinker, and then I might smoke it out a little bit with credit to really get that desired deepen corners that I'm looking for. So I just want you to take a look at what I have going on here already. Need a little bit more Zam on top. I feel like, so I have a little bit of fallout going on with this Zam, but I feel like this would be like a perfect color to have wet and really get like the best color payoff. Yeah, I think definitely with Zam. So I have a cup near me, and it's, yeah, there we go. And it is slightly wet. The, you know, like the sweat off the cup. And no, this is not no Henny. This is a ice. I'm sorry. This is a 0 calorie iced tea Crystal Light packet that I had going on. And for those of you that's like, girl, you lying. No, it's the sweet tea packet. And I poured a whole packet in, and I've been sitting here, well, off camera rather, drinking it. So now we're down to the end and the ice is melting. So for those of you that know, I've had weight loss surgery, and bubbles is not something that I should be drinking. So definitely not doing that. And I'm definitely not drinking. It's the middle of the day. Not doing that. So anywho, yeah, it looks better now that I've wet the brush a little bit. And again, like I said, I'm gonna go back into pinker just to kind of blend those edges and bring that burgundy shade back. I really love this color. It's so pretty. So I did that. I'm going to also, like I said, go into credit, which is this brown right here. And I'm going to use the more tapered side of the little Anastasia brush that comes with this palette. And all I'm going to do is just put it on this corner. Because I really wanted to kind of deepen up this corner just a bit. I don't want to go overboard on it because, like I said, I don't want it to start turning like a, you know, brown look, but I just really wanted to have it a little, just a teensy bit smoky. Doing the same for the next eye, which is just to go into that corner. And make it a teensy bit smoky, not wits, sorry. That's that. One more time into the pinker. Just on my edges. I mean, sorry, this is the name of the color, sorry. Yeah. So, but I actually wound up needing edges. So clearly I'm speaking things into existence. But now I can go into edges to put that arm, that it's like a burnt orange, I guess, per se. All right. I have not put on my foundation, so give me a second. So now I'm going to use my NYX, what is this called? Matte Liquid Liner. This one, I just recently, I should have added this inside my February favorites too, because I actually just got this not too long ago. And to be honest, I freaking love this. Look how thin the tip is. Like, this thing is so nice. And now look at when I apply. Like, it's so thin. I don't have to keep worrying about, oh my God, like the placement, it's messy. It's not messy at all. And literally, it gives me like the most perfect line. Look at that. Look at that. So, ladies, if y'all don't have this, run, go get it. I think it was like $8 though. Yeah, I think it was $8. Don't quote me, I'll find out. But I think it was $8. But look at that. I could make the wing a little bit longer and dramatic, but I'm not going to. Only because I don't have lashes near me, and I definitely, for a dramatic wing for me, I feel like I would need to do lashes. Because I barely, if you look closely, my lashes are like boo-boo. Like, barely have any. So, I'm gonna line the other side, and then I'm gonna get the foundation. Absolutely love this. And because my lashes are so curly on the end, I really have to be careful. So that's that. I'm going to add black, and this here is by Maybelline. It's called Master Kajal. This is the only black eyeliner that I use now when it comes to my waterline and when I do tight lining. The only thing I would say is with this right here, I know there's a, I can't pull it, but there's a sharpener in the inside of this right here that you can sharpen the pencil with to make it nice and sharp. So I use this because I actually have met someone who is from India, and they make their own, like, it's like really, really black eyeliner. And it comes in like this, not even a pencil, you peel the paper off, and you know, it continues to go until all the paper is done. And it was so nice and black. And they recommended this to me as being like the next best thing. And it really is. So I'm also going to do a little smudgation on this look as well using, but you know what? No, I'm gonna wait until after I do my foundation, because if I do it now, something is bound to get messed up. So that's one thing about me. There's no foundation on this brush, by the way. I'm just removing the fallout. And I probably can just go ahead and use the fallout. And take the fallout since my face is dry, which I can, with this tissue. And just remove all that excess product that fell. So before I even dare start putting any foundation on my face, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. poreless face primer. Y'all know how I feel about this. And put it where it needs to go. So that way I can prime my face. This stuff feels like silk. Love it. I'm gonna put a little bit more though. All right. And I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty in the shade 410. Yeah, I'm going to use it in shade 410. I'm going to use it all over my face. So I do not use a whole lot of Fenty Beauty. I feel like that is more than enough right about now. So I do not also, I do not take it and be swirling all that stuff like that inside my face. I literally, as you see, what I'm doing is normally what I'm doing to my foundation when I have it. And I'm sorry, I keep looking away from the camera. I'm trying to make sure that I am putting this on where it needs to go. So, for those who are wondering, this is how the Fenty Beauty looks on my skin. And keep in mind, like I said, I have oily skin. If you are an oily girl, this is the truth. But if you are not an oily girl, don't even do it. Get the hydrating one, because she just came out with a hydrating foundation that will work much better for girls who have dry skin. If you have dry skin, this is not, it's not gonna do nothing for you. Don't even do it.